we're talking about awareness and consciousness. A word that if you step into a yoga class, you'll probably hear a lot. I remember when I went into my first yoga class, you know, the teacher was using all this crazy lingo to describe this energy force, this consciousness, this awareness, this light. I was like, what the I just did not understand what this person was talking about. A lot of it had to do with I just didn't get it, and then another had to do with like the lingo was a little crazy. Everyone's got their way. Some ways work for some, other ways don't work for others. The first time I became really aware was when I was brushing my teeth. I was on tour, and I was brushing my teeth, and I kept, you know, the faucet on. It was, the water was just coming out, and I was brushing my teeth. I was doing my thing. I was like, it felt great. And my friend was next to me, and she got mad, and she was like, "Why is the faucet on? Why are you just letting all this water go to waste?" Of course, the Scorpio in me, my first instinct was like, "Hey, yeah, like you don't have to scream at me. Hold up, you know, like sorry, geez." But I think because she was so forceful, it kind of forced me to listen, and it woke me up a little bit. Close the water, continue brushing my teeth. I don't know if I really got it. And then later, I started thinking about it. I was like, wow, she got really mad. Like, I wonder why she got really mad. And I'm wasting water. Interesting. So I started doing my research. I started looking it up, and I realized that there's a ginormous amount of people in the world that don't have just simple drinking water, clean drinking water to drink every day. And then I realized, I was like, oh, okay. And then I started thinking about all the other things that I must do to waste, and all the other places where I'm not conscious or I'm not aware of what I'm doing or what I'm saying or how I'm affecting people. I'm a Scorpio, and I'm a fire, and I'm a dragon, and I have like all these hot, fierce, strong signs and things inside of me, emotions inside of me. When I was really young, I was sorry, mama. Official apology to my mom in front of all of you. Sorry, mom. Yeah, I was a lot. I think for me to be really aware is really, really important. But then again, I think for everyone to be really aware is really, really important. I was eating at a restaurant, and I had ordered my food, and then the person behind me had ordered their food, and then they went, you know, where all the condiments are, and they started pulling like 50 napkins from this thing, and they were like, and I was like, wow, there must have been a spill, an oil spill. And then I literally see him go, and then he throws all the 50 napkins away. Like he must have just like cleaned just a touch of ketchup from his finger, which he literally could have gone like that and been done with it. But instead he chose to cut down an entire forest. Like, okay, this person it's not cruelty. I would hope. You know, I just think they're just not aware. It just tells you like how people's minds are just really all over the place. It's important to be aware because of how, number one, how we affect other people by the things we say, the things we do. Sometimes we can be really mean to people and we don't even realize it. It's also important to be conscious because it's how we hold ourselves and the things that we tell ourselves in our head, and how aware we are is how we're going to act, how aware we are is how we're going to feel inside, the energy that we're going to give off, and how we're going to help the world. And we want to help the world because we live in it, you know? It's kind of our responsibility to be a responsible human being within the earth that we've been given. Like, this earth is a gift. The fact that we have it is a gift. The fact that we're here is a gift. And it's really important to take care of it and take care of each other. Becoming aware makes you do the research. It forces you to get on the internet, which is another gift, and start reading, doing research. What can I do to help? What can I do to help myself? How can I help the world? And then what it does is that it gives you choices, and with those choices you gain power, you gain empowerment. Choices make you stronger. They make you more secure. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm doing for myself, and this feels good to me, and I chose this, and this feels empowering because I chose this. That sometimes we can feel a little bit pressured to do certain things that aren't right for us because, you know, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. But the thing is, like, we shouldn't be doing anything that we're not comfortable with. That's, I'm so happy I just said that because it's so important. I'm gonna say it again. We should never do anything that we ourselves are not comfortable with. Because when you do something that you're not comfortable with, you'll have resentment, you have anger, you don't do it wholeheartedly. Who's to tell you what's right for you? You know? I'm just saying, be aware and conscious enough to do the research to then determine what's right for you. And then you can stand strong by the rules that you hold for yourself and empower yourself in that. And I think that's freaking awesome. And I think we need more leaders in this world. And I'm not saying to lead the world, you know, like to take over and become this powerful force, but to lead yourself and have opinions about yourself and what you want to do with your life and how you want to live it. I think that's a beautiful way to be. Cell phones have completely changed the entire way our world works. Well, just the other day, I saw a girl out with her friends and she was on her phone and she was texting and she ran like super hard into a pole. And then of course she started laughing, her friends started laughing, she knocked herself out because her head was down. And I'm sure we've all been guilty of this, I know I have. You know, my pet peeve too is like when you're talking to someone and all of a sudden they pull out their cell phone and they start texting and they're just going, oh, cool, man, cool, yeah. You know, and they're not even listening to you. It's like, just put the phone down. Just put the phone down. Put it down. We've all been guilty of these things, including myself. And that's when it pops back into my head. Tamara, be conscious, live in the present, be here now. This cell phone will be here in 2 seconds. It will be there to check your messages. You're gonna be fine if you don't check it now and you just listen to the person in front of you telling you something really important, even if it's just, hi, it's really nice to see you. I think every human being just wants 2 things. They want to be heard and they want to be loved. And why is that so hard to do, you know? It's about maybe putting our egos aside for 2 seconds when we're with others and they're talking to us and really just listening and being aware. And a lot of the times it's not exactly what people are saying, it's how they're saying it, it's where it's coming from, it's knowing their stories and doing your research and being aware of where they come from and what they've been through. These things can help change the way that you affect someone and the way that you even think about life. They're really powerful. If you're just present in the moment and aware, you can change a life and you can change your life. And there I go. She cries all the time. She just cries. Is that when I think about people, I really feel them. I feel them. It's like to just love someone and listen to someone is such a small thing that can just change everything. I'm not perfect either. I make these mistakes too, and I'm just here as a reminder to you guys and also to myself. These talks aren't, you know, me preaching because I know I'm like God and I know everything and I'm so perfect, because I'm not. Like, these talks are actually like self-reminders to myself, and what I talk to you guys about are things that, you know, I remind myself of every single day. And they're hard, you know? Like, I don't think that the human race is naturally a kind being. If you look back in history, we've done so many just horrible things. I mean, geez. We have to practice kindness, and we have to practice compassion, and we have to practice being here, being now, being present, being aware. Like, these are really important things to practice daily, on the hour, on the minute, on the second. When you start to practice these things, they become habit, and then all of a sudden they start changing you and they start changing the world, and then you can really appreciate the little things. You can appreciate a beautiful conversation. You can appreciate, like right now, the breeze on my skin is just beautiful. You can appreciate the simple breath, your simple breath, something that you might never ever think about in your lifetime because it's something that has been given to you. But think about your breath. I mean, it's your life force energy. Without your breath, you're not even here. You're not even going to be present. Just stop and go, I'm so happy to be alive. Thank you for my breath. It's really powerful, you guys. We just have to be awake, and we have to be here now, and we have to be here present, because without it, it's just, we're hurting ourselves, we're hurting the world, and it's just, we just miss a lot. We really miss a lot. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Live fully, live in the now.